Welcome back, bastards. So the May 19th release date of Alien Covenant is creeping ever closer. At this point it's practically stalking us through the ventilation system of our decrepit spacecraft. So in this episode we're going to tell you everything you need to know about Alien Covenant, and I'm going to try really hard not to wave my arms around like I did in the last one. The Covenant is a colony ship on a voyage to the furthest stars, hoping to find a new home for humanity, but once they find their supposed paradise, things are a little bit off. For one thing, there's a suspicious lack of any animal life, and for another, there's an android called David from the Prometheus mission who tells them that an alien xenomorph is about to come and eat them all. And then it does. From what we've seen so far, Alien Covenant is eschewing some of the ploddy what does it all meanness of Prometheus in favour of some gut-wrenching horror, and that's definitely a step in the right direction. This Wednesday a new prologue was released, and it helped to bridge some of the gaps between the storylines of Prometheus and Covenant. In it we got to see David and Dr. Elizabeth Shaw begin their journey to the engineer's planet, she rebuilds her body, we see their burgeoning friendship, and then...
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
So it looks like David has got his body back and he now knows how to use engineer bioweapons. So, yeah, good luck with that. Prometheus was a pretty divisive movie in that some people didn't like it and some people didn't watch it. But the one thing that was pretty much universally admired was Michael Fassbender's portrayal of the manipulative android David. And in this sequel we'll be getting a double helping of Fassbender. As well as David from Prometheus, he'll be playing Walter, who's an upgrade on David's prototype. He looks identical, but he's got increased processing power and emotional faculties. He's also got some scarring on his face and an American accent, so it will be easier to tell them apart when they inevitably have their awesome face-off. So Catherine Waterston plays Daniels, the terraforming expert, and from this promotional photo we can see that she's going to be our Ripley substitute. Cowboy hat-wearing pilot Tennessee is played by Danny McBride, and austere, disapproving, religious first mate Oram is played by Billy Crudup. A 4-minute prologue was released showing us what life was like on board the Covenant, and apart from a good chestburster fake-out sequence, there wasn't a whole lot to it, but it did show that life looked pretty harmonious. For one thing, since it's a colonising mission, the crew is made up entirely of couples, which should make for an interesting dynamic once it all kicks off and people's faces start getting eaten. Noomi Rapace will reprise her role as Dr. Elizabeth Shaw, and Guy Pearce will return as Peter Wayland, although it's not quite clear what capacity he'll be back in. Just as long as it's not another weird, shrivelled potato muppet, we'll be okay. Ridley Scott originally claimed that there would be no xenomorph in the new Alien film, but this picture from Twitter soon put paid to that rumour, and from what we've seen in the trailer, there's going to be a xenomorph that's pretty much identical to the one from the 1979 film. But in addition to your classic aliens, people at South by Southwest got to see some advanced footage which made it clear there's been some genetic tinkering with the alien DNA structure going on. This backburster from the Red Band trailer looks new, and so do these pasty neomorphs attacking the crew here, so you can be assured that there's going to be quite a wide variety of aliens chowing down on our hapless crew. The original Alien was a claustrophobic fear fest with razor-sharp tension and grimly foreboding production design. Prometheus was an ambitious, creative project which ultimately bit off more than it could chew and was let down by a barely coherent script. What we want from Alien Covenant is to be a bridge between these two films, not just in terms of story, but to take that creativity and narrative drive of Prometheus and marry it with the stripped-back nuts and bolts scares of Alien. We'll just have to see how things go on May the 19th. So that was everything you need to know before you take your soon-to-be sweat-drenched seat to watch Alien Covenant. Leave a like, subscribe, and let us know what you thought and what you think is the most surprising thing that could burst out of your chest to stalk your terrified crewmates.